Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Life is Strange, Partners in Time, Tracks, Volume 4 of the series that's published by Titan Comics. It is written by Emma Vieceli, art by Claudia Leonardi, colors by Andrea Izzo, lettering by Richard Starkings, and comic crafts Jimmy Betancourt. So I don't know much about Life is Strange. This is a series that is fairly new to me, but I had an opportunity to do this cool little blog tour with Titan Comics that's going on throughout this week, and I wanted to take up the opportunity and give me an excuse to check out the series. Now, what's really interesting is going into a series on the 4th volume, and what's really actually cool about this trade is that it does a great catch-up so that those who don't know what's going on, who've missed the first 3, can easily pick up and read the series. And you know what? Like, the recap was solid. Like, I felt like I was going in and generally understood exactly what's going on. So the series is about this person named Max Caulfield, who needs to find a way to get to her original timeline. She goes and has this ability where she can kind of undo stuff and go back in time to, like, redo mistakes. So, like, a car crash, you'd go reverse it and then maybe stop the car before it crashed. Like, it's an example of it. Really simple stuff that goes on. Well, she went and did something and winds up in another timeline, and she wants to get back to her original timeline to her friends. And what's interesting is she's on a road trip, and the friends from her original timeline are also on a road trip, and it's kind of a parallel road trip, so they're like traveling the same areas at the same time. It's a really interesting concept, really interesting series that's kind of like this, deja vu echoes aspect to it, and I really kind of dig it. It took me a little bit to pick up on the, like, different time periods and different sets of characters, but once I kind of got that down, it's a really, really cool series, and fairly enjoyable. Like, just take kind of a slice of life road trip story, but throw in this, like, weird time bending alternate reality side story to all of that. And it's not really the side story, it's kind of the main story that adds just this really different emotional punch to everything. I think it's really cool, really neat, and I'm digging it. Like, I'm really, really digging it. This is something it's very, very interesting, unique to me, to the point that I want to go back and maybe check out the first 3 volumes to see what I missed. Like, this is really cool. With the 5th volume coming up, I want to maybe see where this all goes. So yeah, it's the thing I kind of like even more, and it explored later in the series is this volume is it kind of debates Max's abilities, and whether or not she should use these things. Like, is it taking away choice, and is it taking away drama and sad moments from the people around her? So, like, is that her right to do? And it comes up to, like, a really interesting concept. Like, I don't want to ruin things. I don't want to even ruin what the first 3 volumes were like, but there's a very interesting story and a very interesting debate about all that, and then the series is not afraid to explore that, which I think is really cool and neat. I mean, it's a fascinating series that this really could just be a simple road trip story. Like, really just a parallel road trip story on, like, 2 different worlds of how 2 different, the same group on 2 different worlds, like, experiences a road trip. But no, there's way more to it. There's this other layer to it that I think is really, really neat. And, it plays into that whole, like, deja vu echoes, like, hey, I had a weird sense vibe that sometimes we get. It does a great job, I think, playing with its concept and where it takes the series. I think the art is really good too. It's a cool style. I don't know quite how to describe it. Just to show off some of the pages. The characters are all very unique, very distinct. All fit their personality is a great way of putting it. It's nice. Like, this is the art style is actually really cool and sucked me in a bit. We'll end it there, just as tragedy is about to hit a person. So I dig this. I really, really like it. And the trade itself has a bunch of extras. For those who really dig that, and for those who've watched my videos, you know, we got cover galleries. There is cover development, which I think is actually really kind of cool. There were some sketches of characters. And I think it winds up with a bio as like the end of it. Yeah, some bios of the creators themselves. I like it. I really, really like it. I've never have read Life is Strange, and this is a solid enough read that I want to go back and check out what has come before and see what's going on in the future. You know, no kind of pun intended on that one. It's a really solid read. It sucked me in. I was really intrigued by the concept. I really like the concept. It takes kind of the popular genre of like the buddy group road trip stuff and buddy groups in general that's really popular in comics right now, and does like a really solid twist on it with the time travel. It's really, really good. Like it's entertaining. It's good art, interesting characters, and yeah, I mean it's well worth checking out. I recommend it. This is really cool to read, and I'm glad that Titan put it in my hands and said, please go do this. So this is the nice wrap up, or not really. This is the recap of what was going on. The recap is beautiful. It's actually really, really well done and very unique. I should probably mention that as well. Props to the creators for that and everyone that put that together. Just really unique, cool, and not the boring recap you see in so much stuff. This is out now. You can go get it in comic shops and I think bookstores as well. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code to Alpha Shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some affiliate links as well. There are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You help support our site, so thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank you for watching as always, and thank Titan for hooking us up with this review copy. Appreciate that as well. If you're into comics, if you're into trade, if you're into Titan Comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.